Hello and welcome to the Big Arsenal discussion. I'm your host Giles, and joining me today I'm a regular Robbie. How you doing, mate?
Good to be here.
Good. And we've also got Clive. Clive, how you doing, sir?
I'm good, thanks for having me.
Let's talk about the run of games. Okay, so we've got Liverpool. I don't know. I haven't got the paper, the list, fixture list in front of me. We've got Liverpool, then we got Stoke, and then we got Chelsea, all in January.
Easy
peasy. Easy peasy. Let's start with the Liverpool game. It couldn't come at a better time, could it really, Robbie?
Well, you know what? Liverpool are suffering from what we've been suffering from for a long time this season, which is injuries. Mm-hmm. They've got injuries to lots of their very best players. And it's a big opportunity for Arsenal now. We've got players actually coming back as they've got players coming out. It's still not going to be easy, though. It's still not going to be easy. They've still got Benteke's and people like that in the team. But it's a big opportunity because where they are weak is they're missing a lot of their back four. So we could possibly, I'd say, we're almost going to be going there as the favourites. We're going to be going there. People are going to be expecting us to win now. Going to be like, yo, Liverpool are weakened. It's a great chance. It's a great chance. I mean, I think even with Liverpool's full team, we'd have a great chance, but with so many players missing, this is a big opportunity. It's not going to be easy. Liverpool, I think, are a good side. They've got a very good manager, but it's a great chance.
Do you think they're going to be playing on emotion, Liverpool?
Well, it's Liverpool, right? And they do everything on emotion, right? So, especially a night game at Anfield. So that's a great point. I do think we go there as favourites, and that changes the expectation. So everything they do will now be seen as an encouragement, right? So if I look at our season as a whole, I look at January, when we had our injuries, particularly to Coquelin and Cazorla, every point to me we got in January was going to be important. Now we've got an opportunity with the fact Liverpool have had the extra game in the Capital One Cup. Stoke have got the extra games in the Capital One Cup. We are the ones that go into these games relatively fresh in comparison. And our injuries are starting to turn. Yeah. So we have got a great chance. And whatever we do in January, I think, sets us up for the rest of the season.
So that's Liverpool. We've got Stoke and Chelsea. Stoke away is not going to be easy. I know the chains are evolving under Mark Hughes, but that is not an easy game.
It's not. Listen, even before they went out and got Shaqiri,
Bojan and all those.
Bojan and
Afellay,
all these guys, they were still... they always give us problems. So it's a big game. Listen, I just feel, though, it could be, like you said, the right time because they've got a lot of games coming up and a lot of pressure games. And I don't know, I just feel that this is a chance to beat Stoke. We've got big players coming back like Alexis Sanchez. I mean, if he can be up to speed and running in time for that game, he's the sort of player that could cause that Stoke defence a lot of problems. And, Theo Walcott, if he stays fit, again, another player. So, I don't know, listen, there's a lot for our players at the moment to play for. If they can come out at the end of this month and they're still up there, wow, have we got a chance of winning the league. Massive chance of winning the league. So, If I was one of those players, I'd be like, I'm giving it everything January, because if we come out of this, people got to take us deadly serious.
We've been to places before, most recently Southampton, where we've had bad times, and it's repeated itself. There's a risk. A very great risk to happen again.
You just killed everything.
We've got to be mindful of this. We've got to be mindful of this. They have a way of playing. We have a way of undoing ourselves over there. Recent issues told us that we're not, we still need to get over the hump at certain places, and this is one of them. Stoke City is one of them. How do you think we're going to set up? Hopefully Ozil will be rested. He'll play the Liverpool game. He'll come back for this. El Nene might be here. Alexis might be back. We've got a lot of players that we can choose from. It's going to have to be the right tactics. Everybody's going to have to be on their game. Do you think we'll prevail?
I do think there is a little bit in what you say about the mental issue, right? We do have a mental issue with Stoke away. Funny enough, over Christmas when I wasn't eating and drinking, I did actually watch the Leicester away game on video, and I looked at that. I looked at how we played, and I looked at how Walcott ran Robert Hoof around. And I thought, you know what, we could do with him at Stoke. If we go there with Giroud becomes a target for their centre-backs, right, and becomes physical. I think if we play a mobile, quicker game, and they are now looking to play more football, if they're going to play with us, I think we're going to beat them. I think a little bit of the physical fear factor has disappeared. And it was strange in the games this week watching Stoke. They didn't look as fearsome as they have done previously, right, on the physical side. So I know we're fans, right, so every game we think we're going to win. Southampton didn't massively surprise me. Once we went to 2-0, we sort of bailed out of that game to make sure we won the next two, and we did win the next two, right? So sometimes you have to accept a defeat. 4-0 looks big, but it's only 3 points, right? It's what you do. As long as you don't draw the next one and drop more points,
reaction,
you're in good shape, right? So for me, we've got those 3 big games coming up. 7 points minimum, I'll be happy with. If we get 9, start planning May.
Unfortunately.
You know the other thing I'd say as well, I think actually the fact that Stoke smashed Manchester United, smashed Manchester City, have been really rampant, means that Arsenal, when they're going to go and take Stoke seriously, I honestly believe that the last 2 seasons when they've gone up there, they have not taken Stoke seriously. You go up there, they're fans.
Is it a case of not taking them seriously, or the fear factor? There's some sort of there's not an inferiority complex.
I honestly believe, G, that the last 2 times they've gone up there, when I speak to the fans, the Stoke fans before the game, it's like their cup final. It's like the biggest game of the season. It's like their fans are like saying, listen, we don't really have a local derby here. This is our game. You know, they've got the whole history with Wenger and the whole history of the Clash of Stars. They go, this is our game, right? And they are really, really up for it. And I've just felt that the last 2 seasons that Arsenal have been over there, Arsenal have not been up for that game.
It's not.
They've just treated it. Sorry. They've just treated that game like a normal away game. Now the fact that Stoke have actually destroyed City and destroyed United, and I think those players are going to say, listen, we cannot treat this like an ordinary game, or we'll get turned over properly here. So we need to go there and treat them with the proper respect, and really treat this like we're playing Man City away. I think, and if we do that, we can win. If we disrespect them,
my contention with that is the start of when we went up there last season and lost 3-2. They took us to pieces in those first 10 minutes. Put balls in the box.
Because we didn't treat the game serious. Because they came flying out of the traps, and we just treated that game like it was a normal away game. We treated that like a regular away game. Let's just feel our way into it. It was like their cup final. I could see it in their players. You could see it in their fans. They came flying. Yeah. We got to do this. We got to match that when we go out there. If we don't do that, they could turn us over again. But if we do that, if we treat that game like how they treat it, then we can win it.
I think it's not about football ability. I think it's about our mental approach. I totally agree. About our mental approach. We went to Man City at home. Our mental approach was spot on.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, Southampton away, it wasn't quite there. No. Right? It wasn't quite there. You could tell within 5 minutes it wasn't quite there. I think people are building up these games, Liverpool and Stoke. I think our mental approach will be better. I think we've got a greater motivation to win. Before we're going for 3rd, 4th, now we're 1st, 2nd, right? So our mental approach has to be spot on. It has to be. I don't think we can afford to drop the points we normally can when we go to Stoke and recover. So I'm more hopeful this year due to the quirk in the fixture list. They've got more games than us. The fact that we really need to perform. So I think we're going to go there and perform. Obviously, we can't tell what's going to happen, but I'm more encouraged our mental approach will be right this time.
We see out January, if I'm right, with the home game against Chelsea. Unfortunately, Mourinho's gone. They're a bit more confident. They're playing with a bit more, belief.
Be a tough game.
It's going to be another tough game. We can beat them.
Yeah. Do
you see us at least getting a draw? Or are you expecting 3 points?
I expect at home. I think we can beat Chelsea. Watched a lot of Chelsea this year. Yeah, they're recovering at the moment. They, definitely under Hiddink now. They're starting to pick up, but I still think that's the sort of game. If we show the same sort of spirit and discipline and everything that we did against Manchester City, City are a much better team than Chelsea. So it's the 2 away games that I look at and I say those are big test for Arsenal. Chelsea's a massive test. Listen, even though Chelsea are where they are, it's going to be a big test. But I see those 2 away games
as the big ones.
They're the big ones.
Okay, cool. All right, so that's at least 7 points from you.
7 points.
And
I think 7 would be a good return as well, actually. Yep.
well, you guys have galvanised me. I
want
believe, and I'm going 9. I'm going full house. All right. So
7, I'll take the 7.
Yeah,
I'll take the 7 right now. Man's offering me the 7. I'll take the 7 right now.
all right. What do you guys think? Leave us your comments in the box below. Make sure you subscribe, and thanks for watching.
The away team. So Manchester United are here, red flowers. If Tottenham are here, white flowers. So it's really classy by Arsenal, isn't it? And this is how you watch match here at the game in style. I could get used to this. I really could get used to this. Look at the view. This is incredible.